Alright guys, welcome back to the channel indeed for some more Diablo content. So we are going to be playing Diablo Immortal with the new update for the alpha, which is going to increase the level cap, add more content to the game, and the new Crusader class is available. So this is the new class for Diablo Immortal. So let's go ahead and hop right in, and we'll get some gameplay in. Now, if it's your first time here on the channel, I also want to mention that I do have older alpha gameplay that will show off some of the in-game content. So if you're just here to see high-level content, I do plan to upload that, but the Crusader just came out, so I'm gonna give you guys like my first newer impressions of the alpha, as well as giving them some feedback for things that might be able to be improved upon. But I'm gonna go and rock this Crusader. I like the way this one looks, so let's go ahead and make our character. Here we go. And we are ready to create the character. Oh, contains spaces or symbols? Really? Oh, I put a space at the very end. There we go. Oh, the name is taken. Okay, well, there's always this. We just resort to this, and usually this is not taken. I haven't even made a character yet. But we do have to start off from ground zero. As in, like, our previous alpha characters aren't going to be here.
You sure I can't take you someplace else?
No. The light of Zakarum has come to deliver the faithful. The path to town is up ahead, then?
Aye. Follow the road and be on your guard. Unfortunate things happen to travelers in that forest.
But yeah, like I mentioned before, if it is your first time here and you do want to see like some of the endgame mechanics, a bunch of videos will be in the pinned comment as well as the description box. So you can actually like block. Now I am playing this on my phone, however I'm looking at a monitor. I have this like broadcasted on my monitor. Okay, I'm noticing there's a slight audio delay, and that actually can be caused by the HDMI capture, so I apologize just for 1 second. Sometimes what happens on OBS is there's a desync that may happen, and I'll just have to do this once, and it should be pretty much good to go for the rest of the play session here. Okay, there we go. Now we're not desynced.
More lives consumed by darkness.
But it's because I also like rebroadcast it to a different monitor. This way I don't have to look at a tiny screen. So drag and hold to aim. Okay. Also we get shield throw already. But in terms of how smooth the game feels, I mean, honestly, the game felt really good before. But I'm definitely noticing my ping is a lot lower than it previously was in the other alpha. Oh, nice, we reached level 2. And one thing I want to go ahead and do in settings is, well, one, I want to check the settings, but also there's this really awesome feature called auto pickup, and so that just makes it easier for you to pick up all the items, and even like the lower rarity items. Even if you don't want to equip it, you definitely want to go ahead and pick them up because you can salvage them for like materials, and it's going to be part of your progression anyways. But maybe like way later in the game, you might not want to do that. I'm going to skip all the cutscenes, by the way. If you guys do want to check it out, I will probably end up doing like a full playthrough with all the cutscenes. But they did increase the level cap to, I believe, 55. But we're probably not going to get to it in that this little play session here. But we'll play a decent amount so you guys can get an idea of the Crusader. There we go, with those XP globes. Nice. Let's go ahead and check out our new skill. And we have shield glare now. Let's go ahead and just equip it. And then we also got some new items in the inventory, I'm guessing. Okay. So I'm guessing they might add some more dialogue later down the line, like some of the things might not all be implemented in, but Yeah, there's a lot of voice acting already in the game, which is awesome.
Not be too eager.
So yeah, you can drag and hold, like, so you can actually aim. And in terms of like how responsive the game feels, I mean, it is so dang good. And I'm not a guy that plays mobile games. I usually prefer to play things on emulators. However, running this on emulator currently did not work.
Still recharging.
Hopefully we can get like a blessed hammer pretty soon. I think we can actually just walk over the item now. I don't actually have to tap to pick it up. And if you guys do happen to be playing this game, make sure you guys also put on that auto pickup. Another level up. Nice.
Not ready.
Okay, so let's see if we got some new items. And later down the line, you might not always want to equip the items that just say a green arrow. In the very beginning, we have nothing. So yeah, obviously we're going to equip whatever we pick up. But it does have some depth to your build.
Respite should be enough.
At least from the previous versions we did play. Plague carrier down. And also, we are live streaming, so if I talk to the chat, I promise I'm not crazy. About how you doing, Cyberhorn, and how you doing, Simply. But if you guys do want to see the new endgame PvP stuff, I do plan to upload that as soon as I get to max level. We'll definitely partake in all the other forms of the newer endgame content in Diablo Immortal, as we did partake in the previous ones in the other alpha. Or ultimate. Let's see what the ultimate is. So everything's like a knockback. That's really good. Okay.
Not ready.
Alright, so just a bunch of gold. Oh, so you know what? I don't know if progress is like how many monsters we're killing, or how far we are in the cave here.
Another sacrifice through your flesh. The Lord of Damnation shall have his prize.
Oh, one thing I just noticed, I can just hold down instead of tapping over and over again.
Short respite should be enough.
Behold the gift of Hell's new master.
Let's not be too eager. Purity is not ready. Still recharging. A short respite should be enough. Ready.
But in terms of like the difficulty of the game, it starts off pretty easy. And that's been the same for the previous alpha. I'm sure it's going to get more difficult. Especially once you start doing the Elder Rifts. And you start going up in difficulty. The game will get more challenging for sure.
My inner light burns brighter this day.
I'm going to go ahead and help him. Alright, so we have probably some new items to equip. Wow, we got lots. I think that's the our asset for the item Sever in Diablo 3. So you'll probably notice a lot of things from both Diablo 2 and 3 in this game, which is really awesome. And the game also has a bunch of original stuff as well.
You're all right, friend.
But like I said, I'm going to skip out on all of the dialogue, but I will let the cutscenes play out. Just because I know for the short play session here, a lot of people just want to see like the newer gameplay. They want to see the class, and that's kind of what I'm going to deliver on, at least for this play session over here. But yeah, we go to him.
You know.
And we will.
You know.
Go to services. We'll salvage it. And then we can easily salvage all of this. Makes things much faster, which is pretty much what you're going to be doing in the game. Okay. That was pretty cool. Okay. But to answer your question, what's new, Cyberhorn? So they've increased the level cap. There's a new form of endgame content. That's like the big drive is like the new PvP for me personally. There's also monthly bosses in the game. So I'm guessing they're going to have like really good rewards that, you know, you can only do every so often, which is kind of cool. Because, you know, you have like, you know, an incentive to like log in, you know. Generally with a lot of mobile games, you have like your daily quests, which you'll have bounties in Diablo Immortal. And you also will be able to gain certain in-game currency, and then you want to be able to, you know, purchase whatever you want, whether you purchase like some of these crests or whatever they've changed them to, if they've changed them. But how you doing, Riv? Diablo Immortal is not out. This is the second alpha, and I'm guessing they're going to also do beta. So we're going to go take this Conduit Shrine, and Conduit zaps things. So we'll go and just continue. Oh, I just noticed my face cam is blocking where it says reach an area. It doesn't really matter too much. It's just like the quest log, and it shows you the percentage in progress. Well, you guys can see the number, but it tells us exactly where to go. Oh, you know what? This area actually looks like it's locked off. For now. We'll have to actually follow the path. Which, so far, this is pretty much how it's been in the previous alpha. So I believe I was playing at around like 80-ish ping before. So they definitely have gotten more servers. I play on NA West. That gives any of you guys like a reference. Which I'm sure they'll add a bunch more servers when the game actually like launches. Just in case any of you guys did get access to it and, you know, you had higher ping. Blizzard's always pretty good with having a bunch of servers. So hopefully that will carry over. Because I know for some games, you just don't get the servers. It's looking really good now with the PvP element. Oh, I'm really impressed that they announced 48 players in a mobile game. That's super impressive. Heck, I would have been impressed if they said we're going to do 8v8. But 48 is... It's going to be crazy in the PvP. So we got Falling Sword. This is actually one of my favorite skills. Actually, I should probably read what some of these do. Because if Shield Glare just... Okay, it does do damage and it does blind them. Players will only be blinded if they are facing you. Oh, that's pretty cool. That for PvP, I'm guessing, there are different, I guess, elements to it. So blinded will make it so they will have a chance to miss, but I just want to do as much damage as possible. What's the damage on Shield Glare? 119? Okay, so it's a little bit less than what we currently have. However, Spitting Shield, we get 2 charges of it, so I'm going to keep it for that. And let's see. So we can get up to 55, like I mentioned before. At least that's what I remember. But let's see if we have any new items to equip, because if we get more damage, you know, in the very beginning, it's going to be real easy with like what's better to equip. Do I know how the PvP... I don't know exactly how the 48-player PvP works. There is a mode where you basically get to be the Shadows or the Immortals. And how that mechanic works is it's going to be where the Shadows have to basically steal loot, and then the Immortals have to guard it. And if you win as the Shadows, you can become the Immortals. I'm guessing you get some, like, super good loot from it, you know? But as far as the game goes, man, absolutely amazing. Let's go pop our ulti. Oh, perfect timing. But yeah, the cutscenes are great. The audio is great. There's a time where Skarn came out of that guy's body in the town where I'm thinking there's just no audio at the moment. But that's, you know, that's totally fine. But if there are any things to mention, if there are like glitches, I'll try to mention them so they can, you know, try to improve upon it. Because I feel like this game is really set up for a pretty bright future. It just really comes down to how they monetize the game. At least that's how I feel. Oh, there it is. I mean, as a Diablo fan, I'm going to complete the campaign regardless. Because I think that if you're a Diablo fan, you will find a lot of cool stuff in here. There's a lot of returning characters. So I'm wondering with this, okay, so we can't stay in the air. Oh, so it throws something. Oh, it's a little bit different. This is cool. If any of you guys have played Tyrael in Heroes of the Storm, it's kind of like where you throw the sword down, and then no matter where you are, I'm guessing you could just hit it and you'll teleport. That's awesome. That's gonna be so cool for PvP for sure. You can set up like, you know, like kind of combos, right? Like you might want to like be like, okay, I'm gonna go behind him right now, and that's what I'm really interested in over anything, because in the action RPG market, there's really not very much competition at all for PvP. So I'm really hoping this game will do it right, and it really comes down to how powerful your characters are compared to someone that might not have spent a lot of time in the Paragon department, or you know, like upgrading their gear or whatever to plus, like the gems to plus whatever numbers, right? Because in order to progress your gems, it's different than Diablo 3. You have to get multiple copies of the same gems, and it keeps on getting higher and higher as you progress. You know, go ahead and talk to Kane.
What you've accomplished is miraculous, my friend.
That voice acting, it's good. Visually, I'm not sure if I can tell an improvement, but I'm also playing on a monitor. I'm not looking at my phone. On my phone, it looks really, really, really crisp. On the monitor, I mean, for me, it's totally fine. I'm not really a graphical kind of person. I just care more about gameplay. Heck, I still play Diablo 2 in its old, like, 800 by 600 resolution, although I do play it in windowed mode. But, like, the game looks really, really, really good. Obviously, if you start, you know, blowing up the size on a, you know, a monitor that supports a higher resolution, yeah, it's going to get stretched out. But we've got to go ahead and take the map.
This is Sanctuary. To protect it, you must cross many lands where forgotten evils linger. Yet you must go without fear into the heart of the unknown. This burden falls to us, a chance to fight the darkness, to ensure our home's survival. For a new evil covets the World Stone's power. If a shard falls into Hell's clutches, our world will burn.
Alright. Well, I like the cutscene style. It reminds me of Diablo 3's like art style for some of the scenes. Oh, you know what? We still need to talk to Kane again. Okay. And like I said, I'll skip the dialogue, but I will let the cutscenes play out. Okay, so unlocked automatic pathfinding. Oh, some questions that we can get out of the way rapid fire fast. How big is the size of this game? The size of this game is 5 gigs. At least that's what I had to update to. I'm not sure if it lets us use our previous data as well. But in terms of autoplay, this is a big thing for people. No, the game doesn't have autoplay. It does have auto navigation for quests and like going to certain areas. Like, see how I can tap, I'm not doing anything right now, it's just walking me to an area. But to answer your question, Philip, the game is not available right now in this is still, I believe you have to have an invite for the game as of right now. But when the game does come out, it will be free. But if you do have any questions about the game, definitely let me know, and I'll try to answer it for you. As you know, I have played the game. I've maxed out previously multiple different classes. And as of right now, we don't have access to the Necromancer. We have the Demon Hunter, we have the Barbarian, we have the Monk, we have the Wizard, and we just got the Crusader. But Necromancer is another class, and they do plan to have more classes for the game. What are those? Well, they haven't announced them yet. My guess is maybe Druid, though, because, you know, Diablo 4 is going to have it. So you can see we just met that. That's another player, I believe. A daily? Oh, we got a daily completed over here. Oh, and let me go ahead and show you guys some of the, let me see, free eternal orbs. So we will collect those. Okay, please participate in the survey. Okay, we'll do that off our little play session here because I'm sure you guys just want to see the gameplay. First kill of the day. So we're tap to collect. So we just got a breastplate of vitality, which I'm guessing might just be like a small little upgrade here. Just a blue item, nothing too big. But I'm also curious to see, you know what, we could do this in this video, if I can show it off. You know what, I don't think we have access to it yet, but I will click on where it says shop. So Legendary Crest, this mechanic is basically putting it inside of an Elder Rift, and it will guarantee you a legendary drop. So basically, the legendary gem drop are the legendary gems from Diablo 3, but there's different ones. And then you can also reforge your items to have like different proc effects, and this is to buy platinum. What does this cost in terms of real money? I don't know. That hasn't been like shown off, even in the previous alphas. But there was a battle pass. We might have to level up a little bit for that to actually come out. Is it the same people who played the first alpha who got into this one? To answer your question, I really don't know if people that have access to it will like 100% get it.
My wife and I are just simple folk. We don't have any.
But it's an updated client though, so you can't just take like your old one, and you have to also like update it, if that makes any sense.
1,000.
I have my reasons.
There we go. We reached another level. We have oh, friends. Friend request. Okay, sure. Let's all be friends. Okay. Oh, now we're friends with this guy. All right, let's go. So what's really cool with this game is I don't even know if you need to party up with people. I'm pretty sure you can just go in.
See these bodies.
I know you can party up with people because that matters for PvP. And you want to party up with everyone that you can ASAP, because what happens is the people that go into PvP and they don't have a group, it can be quite rough. I'm noticing over in the bottom left, we're getting some lag. I wonder if it's because I don't know if he sent me an invite or what. Okay, no, we're good now. Could just be my internet, but I thought maybe since we party up with him, it changed the or added him as a friend. It might have changed it. But the game feels super responsive. Like right now, even when it says 60 ping, like sometimes for certain games, like in order to play certain characters, you have to be really, really, really low at ping. Otherwise, certain combos are just too hard to execute. But we have all these daily quests. Okay, so let's go ahead and just... Oh, you know what? We were already tracking this one. So let's just go ahead and venture off. We don't have to kill every single enemy on screen. I just want to get a little bit of progression here, just so you guys can see, like, maybe a dungeon, which is going to be cool. Also, I was super surprised. You guys see there's a little microphone over here. I'm guessing you can chat with your party, which that's amazing. Like, you know, I grew up back in the day where we didn't have voice chat and stuff with games. But it's so good that it's like natively built in. You know how to be like, all right, guys, let's get on Discord, you know?
Wrong answer. The dead serve me. A fact you will learn soon enough.
Okay.
It's your turn. So I suggest you speak quickly.
We'll just go ahead and skip out on it. Oh, actually, there we go. There's this whole... Like, you'll see a lot of characters that they mention in, like, the Diablo lore, which is so cool. But another question that you guys might have for the game, is it, like, dark enough? And I would say, yeah, there's definitely corpses. There's still blood in the game. Oh, we have another skill to assign. Let's go to... Do I have another skill to... You know what? We can just put shield on this while we're getting attacked. No problem. Like I said, the game is very, very easy in the very beginning. There we go. Oh. Grab the Spalders. And like I said, the auto pickup feature is just so nice to have. Let's go to our inventory and equip a new shield. So we have extra fortitude. And I believe, depending on your class, it might do something different. So here's what strength does. Let's just go over the stats real quick. So strength increases your damage and offensive rating. Intelligence is offensive rating and defense. Fortitude is armor and armor penetration. And then offensive rating by 4 and defense rating by 4, because that's what it gives us. And then increases life for vitality. That's pretty self-explanatory. And potency, which I will have to like refresh myself on what potency is, maybe on like reading certain skills. All right, let's go ahead and talk to Zol.
Thank you for your aid, adventurer. It appears.
Yeah, the voice acting is what I would consider AAA. Like if this was on PC,
That death mage isn't
I wouldn't have known the difference.
she seeks.
But like I said, I'll skip out on some of the dialogue stuff to just get right into the action. Let's go and grab the shrine as well.
Abides no evil. The crusade marches on. That ability is not ready. A short respite should be enough.
Ooh, I just like how that falling sword feels. It's really like fast. Break these. Okay, you can break these. Oh, Angry Pete. Who's this?
Still recharging.
Does it look like a? It looks like a gravedigger.
Ready.
He's the Tomb Keeper. Maybe we should pop our ulti on this guy. This guy's pretty tough. Can you sheath your sword? I don't know.
Short respite should be enough.
I want to say you're always in combat in Diablo. Let's get away from that frozen over there. Maybe we should just eliminate these guys. Just so they're not getting free damage. And all right. So he healed up our potions. All right, what are we getting? Oh, got some enchanted dust. Okay. But in terms of also legendary drops, this might be another question you guys might have. How often do legendaries drop? They are rare. I would say, at least from the previous version of the game, it was like Diablo 2 levels of rare. Like, they were not common at all. But, you know, keep in mind, you know, later in the game, that things could change once you go up in, like, difficulty, right? I like how smooth it feels. Like, I can move and throw my shield at the same time. There's no, like, pause in between, right? And, like, I can just double tap this, like, so fast. I love how the Crusader feels, honestly. I feel like this plays way smoother than D3's Crusader. Like, it's so fluid. Definitely. Normally, I would have thought the Crusader would have been, like, a lot slower and heavier, right? Because they usually wield, like, two-handeds. Once you get the passive. Okay, let's go ahead and see which one's better. I wonder... Okay, so it just says main hand. I wonder if this will say, like, offhand. Okay. I'm wondering if you can wield a two-handed sword, if they even exist in this game, as I don't recall, like, a two-handed weapon for, like, a... Like, barb. I know wizard would, like, have potentially one, right? Or is it, like, a source? I don't know. I maxed out wizard. It's been a while since I've played Immortal. But it feels good, like, overall. Hello, God Ryu. How you doing? How does the trading system work? Oh, so the trading system, only certain things were available in the previous alpha. Like, you couldn't sell, like, everything. You could get runes. And runes are different. Well, at least before, like, there weren't, like, rune words. But they would be required for crafting certain things. I probably won't get into it for a long time because I can't show you guys. But if you guys want to type an !end in the chat, or if you're watching this on YouTube, check the pinned comment. I'll link a bunch of Diablo videos for Diablo Immortal that will go over the microtransactions that were available, the endgame, all of the bosses, every single boss that we had available to us. I've got gameplay of that so far from the previous alpha, which I'm sure they added more content, but we're going to have to grind through that to get to that point. So it's going to be a little bit of time.
Let's not be too eager.
Nice, leveled up. So we're also getting more rank on our skills. And let's actually go to our skills just so I can check out when we get another skill. So drawn quarters at 15, so it's going to be a while, I guess, before we get another skill. 15 looks like the next area where we'll get a new skill. Let's go and inspect this corpse. Does it just drop items? Okay, gold. But yeah, as far as sheathing your sword, I don't think this game has mounts. I know Diablo 4 is going to have mounts. At least that's what it showed off at BlizzCon. But you do have fast travel in this game, so... There's a lot of enemies over here. I love that. It just looks so cool. All right. Gotta talk to the captain. Oh, this is the captain right here.
So, you're the better won't lie.
Okay. There we go. Go to the blacksmith and we'll probably
something reforged? So,
go ahead and show you the
good luck. Something reforged?
item. So we'll go salvage it. We're just gonna actually salvage everything because if it's not an upgrade, that is.
Most appreciated.
And then actually, what are we supposed to do for the quest?
What can I do for you?
Different one to tap.
No? Well,
Okay.
good luck out there.
Talk to this person.
Now, I'm...
Oh, we got a new item over here. Oh, this has got a socket. Okay. I don't have anything to put in it yet, but just like in Diablo 2 and 3, you can put in gems, and they will affect how your character works. Those, at least from the trading post like that they have, or auction house, whatever it's officially called, those were able to be sold as well. But the marketplace didn't have a lot of things because a lot of people didn't like interact with the market. I tried as much as I could, but I don't know if certain things are now sellable. I'm gonna save our ulti. The ulti doesn't come up very often, so I try to just save it for the bosses. But how you doing, NY Dust? Oh, also we can show off the daily activity. So let's go claim all of our rewards. You'll see what you get, whether it's like scrap or like dust, which we'll be probably not using for a while. But let's go ahead and just claim all the rewards. One thing, I'm not sure if like a lot of games do this though, where there's a claim all. I think it would be a nice feature to have claim all. Just for some feedback. But I know for some games, they want you to see exactly what you're getting as a reward. I mean, most people just tap, 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 tap anyways, but sometimes it's intentionally made that way, so that you actually like read what you're getting. I love how you can have multiple shields out. Like, it doesn't limit you. Oh, we gotta kill 8 of them. Okay. But I just really like the idea of like how Falling Sword works, right? So like, let's say I want to set up like a shield throw and then go right onto him and have the shield like hit him earlier as it comes back. That could be something also. Or like I can position myself. Example, like if I was to throw this like right here, and then like I could throw this, and as they come by, and then I can slam them again. Like I just feel like there's pretty good ideas already for PvP that I'm already thinking about in terms of comboing. Although I feel like Demon Hunter is going to be very strong for PvP as they have Smokescreen, and that's a very, very powerful skill, you know, in any game, just to be able to like cloak, right? And then on top of that, they have the turrets. But this is the new class. Last time we pretty much just played Demon Hunter.
Wait. That blood.
But I did play all the classes as well.
I'm too late.
Death has a way of following you straight.
But the Crusader's always been relatively tanky, so we haven't even really like dropped that much HP at all.
I didn't kill her, if that's what you're thinking.
Of course you didn't. No, I recognize my old student's handiwork.
Alright, so it looks like we're getting some like network connection over there. As you see, our ping is at 288. But that's fine. It looks like it's calmed down just a little bit. Oh, actually, wait, we need to continue going. Oh, actually, can we just tap this? Okay, this one we can't tap to. Let's see. Navigating to blacksmith. Okay. Is it gonna... Oh, after completing. Okay, so maybe it will auto-navigate. Oh, this is to upgrade an item. You know what? Let's just show this off for, like, this part. And let me actually show you guys how big the map is after we kill this group. Okay. Because the map is quite large. Do we still have zombies? Okay. Okay. Now let's show off the map. So to show you guys how big this game is, as it is actually quite large. Actually, if we go back, because this is just one area, and there was multiple areas here. So you can see, last time we got to, Biofen was the last area that we were able to access, I believe. Where's like, ooh, you can see how big, we can't zoom in, okay. But you can see, the game is pretty big. Which is awesome. But anyways, if you're watching this on YouTube, I feel like this is a good part for the cutoff. Is a good like little 30 minutes of like the first 30 minutes of the Crusader class. But I'm curious to know what you guys think of it after like seeing the newer update for this alpha over here. I feel like the game, it looks really, really good. I mean, it already looked really good, but I think that they've probably made the visuals just a little bit better. I'm not seeing as much aliasing. That could be just because, you know, they started releasing more things to make the game look a little bit better. But keep in mind, I'm looking at like a monitor over here that's 1920 by 1080. And it looks really, really good. Like, I would say on the same level pretty much as Diablo 3, which is really awesome for the game's visuals. But in terms of, like, how smooth the game is, it was already really, really good. And the Crusader feels very good. So overall, I don't really have anything to say for constructive criticism in terms of going from Alpha 1 to Alpha 2 that I've played. I would say that it's overall pretty much the same in terms of how smooth and what they've improved upon. I'm sure they've done a lot of things, but the game was already so good. But I'll update you guys in the future with like the PvP and other things like that. So if you guys do want to see that and you are new here, if you subscribe, turn that bell, I'll be uploading it very, very soon, as I'll be grinding out Crusader to max level, and I want to partake in the PvP, and that's what I'm really excited about. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it, and like I said, if you want to see more, it'll be uploaded very soon. Subscribe and you'll see it. But anyways, take care, I'll see you guys in the next vid. I'm out. Peace.